This is a breaking ELU update. The SIRS podcast welcomed their first guest with no official LLW relationship. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the SIRS podcast. It's your boy, Ruckus. Joining me, as always, are my ever faithful co hosts. And joining us today, the man behind the team with his own name, always banned out and never forgotten, Dream to Me.
Hello.
What's up, Dream? So go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody at home and tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Dream to Me. As I made a collie in Aurelia, but I never get to play him in E League. Kind of sad. Um, I'm the team captain of TDT. Um, yeah, I made mid lane. Pretty much it.
So a pleasure to have you on. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Solomon Khan to get us into our questions.
Thank you, Ruckus. All right, start off with an easy one, Dream. Why did you choose the name Dream to Me?
Um, so it's no surprise. My Discord profile is Ariana Grande. It's a song called REM, and it's like you know how every song has like a I don't know, like a catchphrase or something that's like repeated
The
throughout the song.
chorus? Yes.
I mean, I guess the chorus, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I know
Um,
what you're saying.
but like, it's like a statement she says over and over. It's called "You're such a dream to me," and I like that a lot because like, there's a lot of people you meet. There's not like a lot of people you meet that are like dreams to you. You know?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. So
that's
that's where
nice.
the name comes from.
Nice. It's good. All right, go ahead and hop into the next question. Why has your team not won a series yet?
Uh, that's a great question. Okay. In all seriousness, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Like, our comms in game, they're good to like a point. On some members get a little, upset when things don't go the right way, and then we kind of all like shut down, communications wise, team play wise, everything wise. We're working on, not mental booming after like a death or two. Um, but yeah, I think that's like a big factor in why we're not winning a lot. Um, for myself, for me, like, having as big of an impact on mid lane as I'd like to. A lot of the times I psych myself out. I'm like, wow, this is like a competitive game. I have to play my best. I can't mess up. If I mess up, I'm gonna get made fun of. Like it's just like a lot of mental stuff that's going on through my brain that kind of restricts me sometimes. But I can't say that for all my players. I'm still grateful for like all of them for showing up and playing and like staying on the team and not mental booming to the point where they don't want to be on the team. They know I love every single one of them and that I appreciate their commitment to the team. But hopefully we're gonna take a win tonight. If we don't, it's cool. But I'm really hoping we do tonight.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and take it from here. I'm no stranger to you, Dream to Me. Go
No, you're
ahead and
not.
hit you with a background question. What got you started playing League? I want to hear the
Okay.
songs.
Let me think. I think it was like season 6. I created an account. Yeah. Actually, it's from um a friend of mine. You guys know I play Wizard 101. Yeah, whatever. Make fun of me, whatever. But we played that game a lot, and then the friend that I play that game with told me about League. Because I used to play this mobile game called Vainglory. I don't know if anyone knows it. But I was really good at it. Like I got to like a really high rank in that game. So she introduced me to League because she was like, I know you like MOBAs, so maybe you'll like this MOBA. And I was like, okay. I tried it for a week, made an account. Um, to make fun, but the first thing I tried, I don't know why I was so like not attracted, but like I really liked Gnar and Janna. So I would take Janna mid with Ghost. And I would just play Gnar wherever, and I would just like off the planet, and she would just
That's
get.
nothing new to me.
All right, you didn't gotta, you didn't have to go that far. Um, but yeah, that was like my earliest introduction to League. I remember the little like login thing being Rework Tarek. When I first logged on, and then I kind of quit the game because I was like, it's not really it, because I didn't know anything about it, and I kept not winning, so I quit it. But then I kind of revisited it season 7. I think late season 7. I remember the map being Snowdown. I played a lot of Ash, so I kind of got into like the ADC mindset. So that was like kind of like the first role I kind of like sat down with and like played. Um, I think that's the role I got out of gold with. No, that's the role I got into gold with. Um, yeah, and then I got really frustrated with the state of ADC because like it was get one shot and have no impact on the game, so I switched to mid. I actually switched to mid as soon as Aurelia and Akali got reworked, and I haven't
Hmm.
switched roles. Yeah. So you could say I don't really main mid, but I kind of main Akali Aurelia. You could say that, but I do enjoy like the role overall.
So what I'm hearing is that I may be seeing you ADC for me in our games in E League. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, we have. Well, I'm not saying I can't, but I'm saying Germ is definitely a better AD carry than me by like a lot, and we don't really have like a designated like. Sure, everybody else could go mid, but I feel like part of our team is drawing out like the Akali Aurelia bans. I know we're not winning a lot, but drawing out the Akali and Aurelia bans kind of helps us in a way that other people's champs don't get banned, and if they know I'm going AD carry, those bans are gone. And we already have like a good AD carry anyway. So there's really no point for me to go to AD carry.
True. So I'm gonna wrap things up real quick with one more question, and it's a question for our team. What do you feel like our team needs to improve on to make it to finals?
Don't tilt. Listen to each other. Um, listen to everyone's input, suggestions. Speak up more. Even I'm guilty of that too. Something goes wrong, I shut down. I don't speak, and that's something I'm trying to like not do anymore. To be a better player, not only a player but like a better team captain. Because like if I'm not speaking, how do I expect any of you guys to speak? You know what I'm saying? Like if your own team captain is tilting after like a death or two, or like a game goes wrong, how are you expected to speak? So yeah, I think we really need to work on the mental booming. But yeah. I think also one of our issues is that we don't really have a dedicated jungler. Like I appreciate everything Gapik and Toad have been doing, role swapping between top and jungle, especially Gapik because Gapik's a support main. But we don't really have a like like not really solid, but like what's the word I'm looking for?
Consistent.
Yeah,
Foundation.
no, consistent.
Oh.
A
Shit.
consistent jungler. Like someone who's been playing jungle for a while and who's been playing it in like solo queue, stuff like that before we even met. Like we met Gapik and immediately he was forced on jungle because we didn't have a jungle player.
What about Donut?
So yeah. I
It's
mean
your last, I guess, full-time jungler.
official before Sunny, yeah. I mean back during like I think that was season 1
Hmm.
with
Yes.
Donut, our team didn't mesh well. We just like he's not a bad jungler. He knows what he's doing. It's just a lot of the times when certain aspects like I'm trying to be like as,
Slam him.
No
I,
mercy.
I mean,
You
Okay.
stuck up for him last week, Seda.
I did. I did.
I
think
could say in Donut's defense that he's come a long way from
He
season 1.
has. I definitely agree. I think he has. I think he's learned. But just from our point of view from season 1, nobody was having fun in those
Yeah.
series.
That's fair.
That's all I'm
I
gonna
wasn't
say.
either.
yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, it was rough. It was the team didn't mesh well. We just yeah. But regards to Sunny, um, Sunny is definitely the better top laner. Okay, we lost to him last week. Whatever, I'm gonna admit it. Um, he's definitely a better top laner though than jungler.
Question.
Season 2, I actually didn't want him to jungle. He insisted that he jungled, and I was gonna put Sharice jungle, but he kept asking to jungle, and I was like, okay, sure, why not? You're like a high elo player. I'm sure you could pull it off. But we just kept losing. Um, game after game, and then eventually I think we came to a point where Sunny was like, "Hey," or I told Sunny, I was like, "Do you want to go back top? Because like this isn't working, and we could always just teach Shuri's to, like, play a tank or something." And he was like, "Sure." And like we didn't hard stomp the game he switched back, but the game he switched back we did win. So I knew that something wasn't clicking in the jungle, at least between him and our team.
Did Sonny was he still jungling when you guys 2-1 to LLW last season, or was he already top? I can't remember.
I think it was top.
He
I think it
was
was
top
Shuri's
because he
jungle.
played that Vayne top that game.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
remember
I'm
now.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Repressed memories. Yeah, that was just a little deep dive. That backdoor you guys did to win the series was insane.
I
Whose idea was that?
It was Sunny's. It was Sunny's
Uh,
completely. That's what I'm saying. Like he has so much to offer, but it was so unlucky with like just the way, yeah, like the jungle in the top lane.
yeah, he's got a lot of
Or the
in-game knowledge for sure. I
Yeah,
think he can apply it better top lane.
for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah.
So, Dream, what kind of potential, like how your team's been headed, what kind of potential do you think guys think you have? Where you think you guys are placing should place, you know, towards the end of the season? Do you think you're going to get it together and, start going up, winning some series, or like where do you think your ceiling is?
Um, as a team captain, I want to say first, but I know it's you know kind of hard at this point.
Got to keep the dream alive.
Yeah,
I
you
think
do.
mathematically that's a little hard at this point.
Yeah, it is hard. It's just like a captain kind of like hoping, but I definitely don't think we deserve seventh. Um, it's just been like a really, 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 really bumpy ride. Um, getting to where we're trying to be. Um, I know recently we had like a player to player kind of like, I guess, talk. Not really like a talk, like a revelation, I guess. I don't know. But about how players' mentals are kind of affecting the way we play the game. So I want to say once we work through all of that, we can be like a mid tier, maybe like bottom higher tier team. But yeah, I think that's once we get through all of our issues sorted out, I think we could be definitely not seventh. I don't think that's where we belong.
No, I agree with you. I don't think you guys belong in last either. It's been some pretty heartbreaking games. Even playing you guys early with the GCC Dream Team games, I definitely thought we were going to lose that one. And it was kind of just young trendsetter carrying us, and that kind of got us through that one. But
Yeah, I'm sorry.
oh no, but I agree. I don't think you guys really feel like a seventh place team, even though you haven't been able to get the wins. Um, and I think, like you said, I didn't know a lot about the mental aspect of it, but I know that's kind of where I was going to ask is like, it is hard to lose like that many weeks in a row and kind of like go into the next one, keep trying to reset and keeping it going. So, is that's something you guys are working on? But I think once I kind of agree with you, once you get the kind of the hiccups out of it, I think you guys are going to have a pretty competitive team because, like on paper, you guys look like you should be competing a lot more.
Um, yeah. I like our one of our biggest issues also has been we're playing the early game really, really well, like even into like these higher elo teams, but we're having troubles taking the early to the mid to the late game. Like whereas mid to late we're kind of just standing around doing nothing. And I feel like that's kind of like a macro issue. Like we don't know where to put ourselves in between like the Baron team fights, the Dragon team fights, the I don't know, like contesting scuttle, stuff like that. Like we just don't know where to place ourselves, like side laning, um, in the mid late game. So it kind of just like our early game gold advantage kind of just trickles down. We start losing drags late game. Elder's gone. I think we just I don't know if that's like a morale thing or if it's just like us not capitalizing on our early game needs. That's definitely something else we need to work on.
Yeah. So speaking of improvement, kind of as you as an individual, you mentioned you're an Aurelia Kali kind of main, and those do get banned out on you every day. What are you kind of doing as an individual to improve, like outside of those two picks? Since like you're never gonna get to play 'em. I know you play some other stuff well, but kind of what does that process look like for you?
So recently, I know, Asian has seen my Veigar games, and he doesn't want to recall them. But I've been trying mages. They're not really my playstyle, but I've been trying to pick up mages like Lissandra Veigar, even like the Ari, because she's so like highly contested right now. Um, the Kiana I've been working on too, but that's a champion that's also in like the same playstyle as like Aurelia Akali. So I'm kind of leaning on not picking her in the E League because people are prepared for that type of playstyle from me, like the aggression, the solo kill mid lane, the ignite, you know. So I've been trying to play stuff like Lissandra, um, Veigar. I've been trying to do I want to pick up Rise, but I know Rise isn't really that great of a champ right now. Trying to think of like the other champs I've been trying to practice with our team in norms. Um, I know Silas is a champ I play a lot, and Yone, but those are champs like I don't really like to take into that often because they're so easily like countered. Silas is a battle mage; you just pick range. He can never heal, do anything. Yone's a okay. I know Yone does not have a lot of counterplay because he's a 2021 champ. Um, but he's essentially a melee AD carry. You CC him, he's dead. Um, so yeah, I've been trying to pick up the mages and norms. It's not that successful because they're so contradictory of what I'm used to playing. Like Veigar, you just have to sit in lane and wait for farming. Um, of course, you can get jungle ganks, enemy mid lane wave manipulation. Um, it's just hard, but I'm definitely trying. Um, but that's the least I could do as like not only team captain but as a player for my team. Because me getting constantly banned out and then amounting to nothing is like it's not good for our team because I'm playing like the most like one of the more essential lanes in the game.
I thought your Cassiopeia was pretty strong, especially in like laning phase.
I mean,
Um, like when you played it into me, I thought it was pretty good. Like you kind of smacked me around in lane. So I mean, I think you should give yourself a little more credit on the mages. I think there's a lot more picks that you could probably play that fit your playstyle better that don't necessarily because I don't play the assassins well. I'm more of a kind of control mage. I'm like kind of the opposite.
yeah,
Um, but there are a lot of kind of those high damage, high impact mid laners that you could play that would still be good. I think, you know, without having to completely play a different play style that doesn't fit you. Because I think you should lean more into what you're strong at, what you're good at, which is taking over a mid lane, getting super fed, and then killing everybody in the side lanes. So
yeah, that's definitely one of my strengths.
and that was just that. I mean, because like I said, as somebody I played with you a long time, Dream, so I know like you're super good. Um, and I think your Kiana is really good, and I'm not saying don't pick up any of the mages, but like you've got like a lot of other kind of aggressive picks that you could. That I was just wondering if you thought about like LeBlanc is kind of up in that alley. It's kind of a mid lane, like a caster assassin,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
uh, and then like Vex is something that's kind of a middle ground that I've been playing a lot, um, where it plays a lot like a caster, but then you have a lot of engage at the same time. Um, Stuff like that I think might work better for you. Uh, Instead of trying to just hard switch to like like Rise and Ariana stuff like that doesn't really fit your playstyle. So I was just kind of curious about that. And I have one more question for you, Dream. This was kind of an easy, maybe not an easy one, but a lighter hearted one.
Yeah,
What's your favorite Ariana Grande song?
oh, gee, can I say all of them?
No, you have to pick one.
All right, hold on. Let me grab my phone. I gotta playlist. Hold on. Oh, now you have me excited. Okay. Oh shit, there's so many. I can't pick one.
Okay, top three.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. All right. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Top three is even hard. All right, hold on. Okay, they have to be in like order from like favorite.
No,
Like
any order that they come
okay,
to your mind.
okay. All right, my hair.
Okay.
No tears left to cry, definitely.
Okay.
And then I think just like magic. Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Who's your
That's so
favorite non
tough.
Ariana Grande music?
Oh, that's an easy one too. I have a lot. Okay, I know this is a shocker, but I don't only listen to her. She's just one of my favorites.
I figured.
Um. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna dive into this one. Um. So I do like pop a lot, but I like R&B more. I just like the reason why I like Ariana Grande so much is because she has like this sound that's like R&B influenced pop. So
Mhm.
it's not like just like um how you describe it? Like um what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's not just like pop music. It's kind of like it has like I guess a meaning, kind of like a rhythm to it. Because like a lot of pop music is kind of like just like dance music, like stuff you listen to, windows rolled down, blasted outside. There's
Right.
just a lot of music that's not like that, but it's labeled as pop. Um, so it's kind of why I like her the most. But um, some of my other artists, I like Janae Aiko a lot. I like John Legend. Um,
Mhm.
I like what's her name? Fuck, I can't think of them. I like Shawn Mendes to an extent because a lot of his music is kind of like that pop music that I just described.
Yeah.
Okay, don't call me edgy, but I like Adele a lot. Adele's really good.
Okay.
That's not a hot take.
No.
What do you mean?
Adele's good. What are
Yeah.
you on
Adele's
about?
Yeah.
super good.
I
That's
know.
what we're
That's
Okay,
what
saying.
we're
okay.
saying.
Oh, I
Like,
got you. I got you.
we weren't gonna be like Adele. Who?
I know, because
What?
people are like, oh my god, you like Adele? Are you like in the bathtub crying? I'm like,
Who
no.
said
No,
that?
no,
She has.
no.
Oh, come
Nobody's
on.
ever said that.
um,
Her music is not like that. Well, some of it is, but not
some of
not
it, yeah.
most of it. Most
Some
of
of
it's
it,
really good.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on Dua Lipa? You listening to any of her?
I don't listen to her.
Ah,
I'm
unlucky.
sure she's great, but I just don't listen to her.
All right, all right. So she did a song with Elton John recently.
Oh,
It's pretty poppy, and I know you're saying that you're leaning more towards the R&B, but I really dig it. It's called Cold Heart.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Hold on.
Uh, I appreciate you throwing out some song recommendations, Dream, because as someone that has worked quite extensively on their Spotify playlist over the last 6 years, nearing 3,000 songs, I will definitely be giving those Ariana Grande songs a listen.
That's what I
See
like
if
to hear.
I'll see if they make the cut. I'll let you know.
They should. They better. They better.
I bet they will. I like when Ariana Grande comes on the radio at work or whatever.
Yeah.
But bringing it back towards League, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it over from Nightmare Seda. Um, I have to agree with some of the points the other casters here have been making. I don't think your team is playing up to their potential either. What does Dream Team have to do to get on track versus RMC? Is the path to victory through bot lane getting more resources? Because they seem to play mostly weak side, and I think you guys have a pretty cracked bot lane that can turn it up at any point.
Definitely. Um. So I do think. So I don't want to. How do I do this without revealing our game plan?
This isn't going up tonight, so
Oh, that's right. Okay. So German Asian, no, I love them like a lot. They're like one of my favorite people ever. I know they can carry games. But for this series, I've already discussed this with like Gapik and Toad. Soko likes to camp his brother a lot and get him ahead on like that split pusher, like Alawi Yorick type of
Right.
type of game style. That's actually what we lost to in scrims. We didn't have a solution for the Alawi or the Yorick, so she just took our base. And in those games, we were just like separated. Like we had 3 people handling the one Alawi, while me and Germ were like trying to hold our own against our crashing mid and bot waves, and it just wasn't working out. Um, so we talked about it since the Alawi and the York were such like a big threat and snowballed so hard off of Soko's impact on top lane. Gapig gave an idea like, what if I match Soko's ganks towards top? What if I counter gank? What if I try to get Toad ahead or not as far behind as he does against Soko Mini Soko? So that way bot lane can have their like free will. Because I don't in that series I don't recall bot lane losing. I actually remember them winning, but the split pushers just got too hard to handle. Um so I'm confident in both Germ and Asian and getting themselves ahead because you guys have played with Germ, like he knows how to he knows wave states, he knows back timers, he knows roam timers. And with him sitting there guiding Asian on those aspects of the lane, I feel confident enough to like let them do their own thing bot and have Gapik help Toad. Because like I said before, if top lane gets too far behind, the mental of the team kind of just like goes away. We stay silent. We don't
Oh,
speak.
it's specifically bot lane mental?
No. Top.
Oh, top. I'm sorry, I
Toad
must have misheard.
Toad knows I love him, but he knows he has stuff to work on with like the mental. Um, but yeah, that's what we're trying to prevent, like the kind of like the mental boom on the top side of the map, so that Toad doesn't get too far behind, can keep up, and then bot lane
Right.
just gets their own like tempo going.
Yeah, because if your bot lane gets ahead and they win bot side of the map just as hard as Mini Soko is looking to win top side, it makes the path to victory for RMC a little bit harder, especially if you can get Germ Sand fed. And that's something that like especially through like casting y'all's games that I don't know. I want to see Germ Sand just pop off like
Me
every
too.
single game. And I think the way you facilitate that is just getting resources bot lane, whether that's jungle ganks, mid roams, or whatever. I think they can build leads on their own, but it just I don't want to try and change your game plan. If that's y'all's game plan going in tonight, I say give it a try. At least game one. If it doesn't work, try and just crash a lead bot lane as hard as possible for like game two and see how it goes. Because I don't think we've gotten to see, at least this season, like Germ and Asian just pop off and help carry a game, which is something that I think worked really well for y'all season two.
Yeah, I remember Asian last season popping off on that Caitlyn. Unfortunately I couldn't draft Germ last season because he was taken before I could grab him.
Oof,
But that was specifically why, because I play with them a lot and their
right.
bot support duo is really strong. Like it's a I'm biased, sure, but I honestly even feel like they can match ISO and scaling to an extent. Um, if Germ gets that Kate, I that's how much I have like faith I have in them. Um, I'm working on creating pressure, roaming or shoving and roaming bot because I know that Germ has it in him with Asian to carry a game. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards like not playing champs like the Kiana Yone because they don't really have much set up for the team besides like I guess Kiana ult. Um, even then it's like not much like it's not Alessandra or even a Casio, you know.
Right.
So yeah.
So I have one more question, and then I'm gonna go ahead and open the floors. I know Nightmare Seda has another question for you on. Well, it's actually on this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him ask his question for you.
Yeah, Dream, kind of talking about your game plan a little bit. Have you considered putting top on like a matching kind of split style where they're gonna be building that hull breaker that you know that he's gonna play just so he can match the tankiness and just kind of sustain like that rather than because watching Soko mini Soko play, it's really hard to beat them 2v2. Um, so I,
Yeah.
but that is their win condition. So if you can stop that, you'll probably just win the game. So if you can like put your top on like something not necessarily like super safe, but something that can like sustain the lane state in the Alawi matchup and the Yorick matchup, um, that also has like the ability to just rush the Cinder Hulk, or what's no, not the Cinder, the Hull Breaker. Um, that might be something you look at too, because it's hard to fight any of those people with that item just providing so much 1v1 just tankiness. Um, and that was just something I didn't know if you had considered what kind of picks you're putting him on. It's not something you really went into. I was kind of curious.
So yeah, that's a good suggestion. Based off of what I've based off of my games with Toad, playing with him, he likes kind of like that like the bruiser, not like the bruisers that can build hope. Like I don't know if Darius or Garen can even build it. Is
Darius
that even
can.
Darius
Yeah.
can?
Yeah.
I would have to take that up with him. Like it's a good strategic move to match the Hullbreaker with the Hullbreaker, but I'm just not sure that that's his play style. If it comes to that, we would have to force him to side lane match the
Mm,
Alawi. Otherwise, she just takes our base, and what game is there to win with no base?
right.
So I'm just not sure. That's the playstyle he would enjoy, cause like throughout all 3 seasons, I've kind of told my team like I really care about winning, but I also care about enjoying the win. Like I don't want you to win through like while you're being miserable, right? And if like it's a kind of like a what's it called? If him playing that sort of way makes him not enjoy the game, I don't want to force him on it, even
Mhm.
if it would guarantee a win, you know? So I guess it's kind of like the I guess human in me that doesn't want someone to not enjoy a game just so I can get a win.
Well,
Um,
sometimes you just have to suck it up. When I was
that's
playing
true.
top, when I
That's
was
very
playing
true.
top lane for LLW, it was nothing but tanks. Even though Urgot was my most, probably my best top laner, but like with Urgot, we with LLW, it was just like never fit into our team comp to have like a split pushing top laner. So I got forced onto tanks pretty much every game. So I like seeing that there's a team captain out there that is willing to facilitate player happiness over just winning as many games as possible.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like a game. It's not like we're winning for like $1 million or anything. But like, I do still care about winning, obviously.
As we all do, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
win. That's why we play League. It's to win.
True, true. Sometimes to int, but you know.
You gotta balance it out. You gotta have a little fun int game here and there throughout
Mhm.
through your matches.
Yeah, just whatever you do, don't look up my past 5 Veigar games.
I'm sure Solomon Khan's looking them up right
Oh,
now.
please
We're,
don't do me that
hey,
bad.
hey, Seda, can we get those edited
Oh
onto the
yeah,
screen?
it'll
Please
be
don't.
overlaid. You'll see damage charts.
No. Alright, what the one Veigar game I was smurfing late game, but I guess it's just Veigar.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
you made it to 30 minutes and had 1200 AP. Yeah. It
I swear to God, late game Veigar is Earth.
is.
yeah.
Yeah. It's especially with the way they changed. Well, this has been forever, but they when they changed the W to like increase cooldown, like it just gets so low.
Yeah.
You can almost drop two at a time.
It's not
Like
even the W anymore, it's also the E, like It's only like
Yeah.
a 4-second cooldown. I was
Yeah.
like, all right.
You should. This is a little inside strat. They think it's it, but max E second.
All right. I'll tell you what. Ever since your series and you told them to maxi second, I've been doing that, and it's
It's
actually low key Smurf.
it's actually disgusting.
You're on
Always
something.
up.
I'll admit it. I'll admit
It's
it.
always up.
Yeah.
Like dragged out team fights, it's over.
Well,
Yeah.
it's busted to have cage up every 4 seconds at level like 12 and 13. You know, like in those mid game fights.
Yeah, I agree.
Because your W scale's hard enough anyway that like it's like 1-to-1, AP ratio. So you're really just losing out on the base damage, which you'll get anyway. Um, so I think Cage is better team oriented wise. Like if you're playing 5-man, I think E Cage Max is busted.
Yeah, I do agree with you now. I've been enlightened.
So, Dream, just one of my final questions for you. I'm just curious, what was the thought process with the role swap between Toad and Gapik? Was it just to get Gapik on a more comfortable role?
I'll tell you what, actually.
Okay.
Gapik is actually more comfortable in jungle. Toad, okay. It's really hard to describe what's like going on through Toad's head, but he was like, it goes back to like the mental booming and everything. He was like, wow, top lane has no impact. I'm gonna go to jungle, and then he had this whole revelation about jungle has no impact. He's going back top. So that's why I said I'm grateful to Gapik because he's kind of like taking the beating and role swapping
Yeah.
whenever Toad wants to. But Toad is back top. Gapik is jungle. I think that's permanent. Um, I'll spare Gapik of like the further, spankings. I'm not gonna let them. I don't think they should roll swap anymore. I think Toad is more happy. His carry potential is higher on top than it is jungle.
Okay.
And Gapik does play like the utility jungles that benefits all of us. So I think it's better for him to be on jungle too. Because Toad's jungle gameplay was more of like the Graves, Lee Sin, Echo, the carry junglers. And we already have enough carries like mid and bot.
I'd agree.
So, him going top on a carry is basically him being on a healthier carry, which is better for the team than him playing like at Graves.
Yeah.
And we still get that utility from the jungle. So I think him staying top, Gapik being jungle is definitely going to remain because I think that's just overall best for the team.
Yeah, because when you start switching around that much, everybody's got to learn how to play a different way, and
Yeah,
just keeping players consistently in the same spot is a lot better for a team's consistency going forward, especially when you guys are trying to get some success.
yeah, we definitely.
Um, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and open the floor for my fellow pod racers and let them hit you with any additional questions that they have.
All right, I'm ready.
Rapid fire, let's go, boys.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
I was really gonna ask if you have any questions for us. We usually do this for like kind of at the end of the podcast, and if you want to ask any questions to us too, you can do that too.
Are you trying to end the podcast early? Do you have somewhere to be, Asian?
No, 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 no. I was just
yeah, you
asking.
are. Don't lie.
Hold on. Let's not skip a segment. After I got slandered week one for supposedly not doing this, we will have this open floor mic session and let Solomon Khan and Nightmare Seda follow up with any additional questions. And furthermore, Asian, you specifically asked for open floor today because you said you had additional questions for our guest, Dream to Me. So please.
He kind of answered all of them. That's why.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, well, ask
Oh my
again.
god.
Maybe I'll have a different version. Ask again.
No, because it
No.
was like the one with the dream team, which Jerry asked. And then
What
there
did
was
he
another
ask?
one. Your
The
name relates to
docs. The
origins.
docs.
Oh wait.
Oh my god, bro!
Yeah, you messed up.
All right, I'm muted.
No, wait, come back.
So
Okay.
Dream, I'll ask you a question, Dream.
Alright.
How do you feel specifically mid lane in ELU is ranking? Where would you put yourself in the standings of mid laners?
Let me see. I need to pull up a little bit later. I'm definitely not number one. No, heck no.
No, I think that would that's going to
Either Storm or White.
LLW. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to see the roster. Let's see.
Pretty sure I could rattle them off.
Alright, go
Storm,
ahead.
Wyke, Nightmare Seda, Shooter McFaffin, Dream to Me,
Nitrodex.
and Nitrodax.
Okay, you said okay. So I think for 3 seasons, I've been getting dicked on by Storm and Wyke. So I don't know who's. I'd say game knowledge wise, I think Storm. I think Storm is first. But if Forever is we're still in the league, I think he would be first. No questions asked. That guy's cracked. So Storm, Wyke, and then you said Shooter.
Shooter McFappin. He's the brand one trick on
TPP.
TPP.
So Shooter Nitro,
Nightmare
Seda.
Seda. Oh, and Shumpo 69. That was the one.
Aries.
Yes.
Okay, so Storm, Wyke. I think I'm third.
Okay.
I think Seda's after me.
Really?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think because
That's very
And
nice.
Nitrodax behind him.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. This is right.
Oh.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm about to
sorry.
drop it. I'm about to drop
No,
it.
wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have trouble remembering stuff without seeing it on
Hey,
paper.
Dream, just go ahead and tell us how you really feel about these mid
No,
laners.
no,
It's
no,
all
no.
good, man.
I respect every single mid laner. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. But my first three, that's solid. That's locked in.
Okay.
Between Seda and Nitro, I just can't judge Nitro yet. I can't judge Nitro. It's his first season mid lane.
Yeah, it's
I just
hard.
can't judge
I
him.
think that's fair.
So I definitely think Seda is above the others. Excluding Nitro.
Nitro's just off in the void right now till further
Yeah,
data is gathered.
He's in space. He's floating. He's chilling.
It's all good. Soko slandered that man enough last week.
Oh no! I'm so
ripped.
sorry, Nitro.
Yeah, we
He
haven't even
ripped that
dropped that
man.
one yet.
I know.
Dude.
I'm patiently waiting.
Tonight. It's dropping tonight.
Oh, I have games tonight. Come on.
We had
I
production
have VOD
delay.
review and then that.
You can watch it tomorrow. It's gonna be there forever.
Forever and ever.
Yeah.
Unlike 999 forever.
Hey, come on. Too soon.
Sub pool life.
Anyways, after Seda, I think I think Shumpo.
And Shooter at the bottom.
Yes.
I think Shooter's fairly easily. He just doesn't have the champ pool. Hopefully, playing in a league like this will help him, like it did with Donut.
You know what? I actually think that's true. Because before this league or anything related to the competitive league, I never. So okay, it's kind of like a backstory again, but before like competitive play, I kind of just played league as a way to show off mechanics. Kind of just if I could solo kill, I win the game. If I don't solo kill, the game's doomed. But ever since joining like E-League and playing competitive league, stuff like macro has opened up for me, like where to be, wave states. Before like E-League or anything, I literally like didn't even know what freezing was, and I hit plat 4. Like that's scary to me. It's just crazy. Like I didn't even know. Yeah, that's why I think hopefully Shooter will definitely get a chance to like, get his champ pool bigger and learn from the league. Because I definitely think everybody has, no matter how high rank you are, whether it's like learning something about league or like about your own self or how to communicate with other people. I definitely think everybody in the league has learned something. So yeah,
I have to agree with that.
Yeah, definitely has improved.
When I first joined the league, I went from being the Shin Urgot player top lane to picking up other champions top lane, mainly Ornn, and then switching to support. Just my champ pool has completely opened up, and that's almost entirely just because of my team facilitating that, especially late season 2 when we were just trying to find like any way to win games, and when we finally found like a core of like 5 different support champions that really just fit well with our play style, like it felt like the sky was the limit, and the limit was definitely TPP. But just like having, just having like good teammates, people that are willing to help put in time with you and give you recommendations to help clean up little micro mistakes and stuff like that. Like I think it's huge. Like I'd have to say I'm not the same player that I was 2 years ago when I first was joining the league.
I
Um,
hardcore agree. Yeah. Like about
so
myself too. Yeah.
I that's why I love the way that they have the ELU set up. Getting random ranked players all together on a team, I think is like the biggest appeal to me. And like just being able to learn from players like Soko and Stormblade, just from my own personal experience, have been just huge and completely changed the way that I think about the game.
Yeah.
And it's also made me hate solo queue like even more. Fuck solo queue.
You are not the only person, my friend.
Yeah.
It's so infuriating to go
Yeah,
from playing with 5 man to random people. It's the
Mhm.
Yeah.
worst.
It's
Ah,
sorry, go ahead, Dream.
no, you guys said it. You started
Oh,
talking
I was
first.
gonna say, like, even not just like your teammates, but kind of expanding on that, like playing against the same people, especially I would say this is especially true for like me and I would say people like on the lower tier of their lanes or their roles. Um, Playing against consistently against higher tier players who are like the same ones over and over again. You're like, okay, this guy absolutely shat on me, and this is what happened, and this is what he did, and it ended for me. So how do I not let that happen again? And then they'll shit on you a different way, and you're like, okay, well now I got, and that really opens up kind of a increasing your ability to learn as well, because I think you learn a lot more from getting shit on than you do when you're like already the best player in the lane, and so I think that's one thing that really is awesome about these kind of leagues as well.
I have to agree, Seta. You've definitely come a long way from dying twice within a minute and a half from your first experience with Stormblade.
That was terrible. Yeah.
You've come a really long way, especially just watching that game last night when you
Yeah,
absolutely popped off on the Vex.
Yeah,
completely.
but that was against a sub.
Yeah, but
No,
you've
no.
looked consistently good like this entire season.
Yeah,
That wasn't a good example, but like I would say that
I
you're showcasing a lot better this season.
I would say I held pretty. I would say the best would be when I laned Wyke, um, and he didn't just roll me. Uh, when was that?
Well, there's some ego going on there, and they didn't ban the Vex. Little
Nobody bans
and
the nobody bans the Vex.
oh, that's gonna change now. Just a little.
Um,
You guys want to beat Seta? Just go ahead and drop that Vex ban.
I think we can all agree Vex deserves to not be a champion.
Vex is a great, well balanced champion.
I mean, who am I to talk? I play a Calling Aurelia.
And they get banned.
Yep.
Exactly.
There's no, but you know what? I don't have that pretty platinum border, so
Plat is
that
literally a shiny silver. You're not missing much.
but
That is a dig at Seta. My
yeah,
God,
considering I've got
you
a
just gunned him down.
What do
shiny
you
bronze
mean?
border.
No. Oh my god. I meant plat is not something to be like. That shouldn't be your goal.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go as high as I want, as high as I can,
That's what I like.
but uh, I haven't made it to plat yet, so
You got it. You got this.
maybe this is my season.
I believe.
Gotta play flex. You get the plat. That's
Yeah,
what I
but
did.
flex doesn't mean as much to me.
I still got that plat border.
That
So
is true. You do have the border, so I gotta give you that.
yeah, I don't. Dude, solo queue just feels doomed every time. Playing as a support main, it feels rough. I guess I just need to play more Nautilus.
You do need to play more Nautilus, or you know what you should do is find those like you could very easily do what I did. Take those AP supports and just play them mid.
I'm not playing mid. Mid is
You-
such
you-
a cancer role. I
you
don't know
take-
how you two do it.
You take the
Agreed.
Lux, you take the Zyra, you take all that shit, you run that mid. I promise you, it will work.
No,
Just not the Grand.
what I don't understand is how people play. Okay, mages. Like, if you get ganked by like a trundle, you're dead.
You
Like,
should. You should. Did you watch the game last night? You should.
I did.
You,
I can't remember.
I had a. I
Was it
had a great
Karthus?
escape. Yeah.
I'm
I
saying.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because
mids.
Arthas is known for locking down mids and making it
Okay.
inescapable for you.
Hey, I think you guys are leaving out the fact that there was also a Galio there.
Okay, but to be fair, he couldn't touch you. He
That
couldn't
is
even touch
true.
you.
That is true. But I think mid's also one of the most free lanes in terms of what you can play.
Yeah,
It's so short that of a lane that you are especially early game you can play something like super safe. Like anytime a new champ comes out that's like and not a support and not a tank, I'm like, let's see how this goes mid. Like,
yeah.
you know,
Agreed.
C's.
yeah,
My God. The
you
amount
can
of games Khan, Asian, and I have had to like struggle through with you choosing new ADCs mid lane.
you got to try them out. Listen, you get some diamonds in the rough, man.
Khan, back me up on this, please.
Look, Kaisa mid is a thing now, and I played
It
that
is.
shit when it came out. I knew that was gonna be a good one.
Not as good as the Pike mid though, right?
Now Pike mid actually, I got it figured out now.
No,
They,
I was thinking of Pike jungle. My bad.
oh yeah, Pike
There was a
jungle.
patch where you were all over Pike jungle, and I was losing my mind.
I wanted to make it work so bad.
How are you gonna do damage?
Dude, it was like release Pike. I'm like, listen, the ganks are gonna be insane. This has to be able to work. I never got it to work. Not even
Yeah.
once.
It's okay though. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, it wasn't in your games.
I know that's why I appreciate it.
I never played that in ranked, so don't slander me.
You wouldn't be the first.
Yeah. It's not like the old Fiora jungle days. That was a fun season.
Oh my goodness. Old Fiora.
With Devour.
Seda would play Fiora jungle, and I'd play Old Pantheon top. We won so many games.
It's my first ever pentakill. I think, maybe. I don't know.
I wasn't
But,
around for that. I don't think.
wow, we're old timers.
You're too busy playing Wizard 101. How could you
Dude,
know?
superior game. What can I say?
When are you gonna go
Oh.
pro? When are you gonna go pro in Wizard
Oh my god!
101?
Wait, next year. I promise.
Next year? Okay.
Yeah. You'll see me
You
all
can take a
over
season
the.
off from ELU.
Yeah, you'll see me all over like the 100 players that play that game.
Do they have a pro scene?
No, there's no
No.
way.
Okay.
You got a jump started dream.
I know. I'm thinking of ideas right now. I'm gonna run it by you after this podcast. Okay?
Is there PvP in that game?
Yeah, it's ranked
I'm
too.
okay. I've never played, so I don't know how the game works.
I'm pretty sure you'd get bored.
I don't know. I play RuneScape pretty consistently.
Oh, you might not get bored. Well, okay. Can I name drop Ooshie?
Yeah,
I
sure.
can't. I'm just gonna say
Ooshie.
Ooshie. Okay,
Yeah.
so Ooshie downloaded it. And I know he didn't like it at all, but he kept hanging in there because he knows that like I like the game. So like 10 minutes in, I see him just like zoned out, like he's not even moving his mouse. I'm like, Ushi, are you there? And he's like, Dream, I don't think I want to play this game anymore. And
Oh
I was like,
no.
it's okay.
He gave
You
it a
don't have
try
to.
though. What a
He did,
guy.
he
Shout
did.
out to Ushi. What a
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, shout out. But I felt so bad because he was like, I'm bored. And I was like, all right, my bad. You can turn it off.
We'll go back to League if that's what you
uh,
want, Ushi.
no, that was around the same time we were playing Monster Hunter, so we would just play that instead.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was a fun game too.
You boys have any more questions for Dream?
Yo, Asian.
Not really.
Nothing?
I really do not have any questions.
All right, I got one. What do you guys want to see out of me? There you go.
I want to see you play hard kill mid lanes and dominate games.
Yeah, I want to see you play with some confidence and roll over some mid lanes. And
Because, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Troy.
it's okay. I think I interrupted you, honestly.
Um,
But
I just want you to have some fun, and let's win some games tonight.
Heck
yeah, you guys got this.
We will. Faith.
Honestly, if your strat doesn't work out game one, Dream, I think you have to play like some hyper mobility mid laner and like shove some waves in mid, get some prio, and try and coordinate some bots, some ganks bot lane. Let's
Yeah.
let's get the ball rolling down there and see what German Asian can do.
red side Vex ganks towards the bot lane are disgusting. Just saying, because
I don't know,
you can go over the walls.
dude. I don't know. I just can't get myself to like. The problem isn't that don't like Vex. The problem is I like her.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know.
Just
It's
first
looking
pick
like
it.
no, like I feel so bad when I play that champ.
No, don't feel bad. You play a Colleen Irelia and you feel bad playing.
Wait. Are you feeling bad for the enemy team, or
Yeah, dude, that team is
are you? All
toxic.
right. We cracked it here on the SIRS podcast. What is holding Dream back? He feels bad for everybody else in the league. No. Go out and shit on these kids, dude. This is what you're here for. To win some games. You're not here to make sure everybody's having an okay time on the enemy team.
Listen,
I,
Dream, I didn't get dumpstered by your Irelia and Scuffed League so you could feel bad in ELU, alright?
dude, I swear to God, if I could just play the Aurelia again, I'll do it. But it's gone. She's gone.
It's
She's
gone.
into the abyss.
Gotta pick up the Vex.
All right, I'll make a deal. Either Vex. Okay, LeBlanc tonight. But if they have tanks, I'll go Vex.
Not a block in a tanks.
They won't
but,
pick tanks.
Yeah.
If
Soko,
bruisers.
Except
mini
top.
Soko?
Yeah,
No, not even
bruisers.
tanks top. It'll be bruisers.
I could go
Assuredly.
LeBlanc.
It'll be a Zac support. It'll be alright. They did that
Okay.
against us. It was
No,
our only win we got.
Soko said they're not playing that anymore, so that's
Hmm.
dead.
He revealed his plans. Crazy.
Oh yeah, he was spilling all the sauce.
I mean, it's not like people were gonna ban Zach, so I mean,
yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
not really a loss to.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't not play it anymore because they felt bad. It was so good into the into LLW that it just didn't feel fair. It's not why they're not playing it anymore. Just
Yeah,
didn't feel anything.
there were other circumstances outside the sphere of influence of Zach's support that led to that game. Anyways, I think that's gonna just about wrap it up for us here. Did we by chance find what we were looking for earlier? If not, it's okay. Just yes or no.
No.
All right. Dream, I really appreciate you wanting to be on the podcast and that we were finally able to make it work. This is a little later than we usually like to record, but I'm glad we could all make it work out. I know some of the other guys had some scheduling issues this week, but I really appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Always. So that's going to just about do it for us here at the SIRS podcast, spearheading the ELU mayhem and bringing you up close and personal deep dives with our guests with light hearts and extra sauce. Goodbye, everybody.